you today. Today we are covering the Holy Book of the Great Invisible Spirit.
40
pair pages, yeah, 40.
Black.
Why is it black? Refresh the page, Chris.
Okay, yeah, strange.
Yeah,
Strange.
quite strange.
No.
And it also says,
Weird.
oh, there we are.
Yeah,
Okay. Everything's fine. Yeah, for some
Took
reason
a
we weren't
second.
even showing up
Yeah.
on the
Hey,
screen
you
there.
also don't have us muted over there.
Well,
noted.
no, he does, yeah.
Yep.
But either way,
I'm gonna fix
Okay.
it.
yeah, so 40 through 58, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
40 through 58.
Yeah, the
What-
book is, it's got its issues. And by its issues, I mean there are quite a few lines missing is the word I was looking for.
Well, what are you reading from?
Well, you see, today I am reading from the Nag Hammadi scriptures, the revised and updated translation of sacred Gnostic texts, complete in one volume, edited by Marvin Mayer. And this section is introduced by John D. Turner and translated by Marvin Mayer.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So, yeah, there are, oh boy, I was looking over some of this stuff online earlier, and there was a massive amount of stuff that is just missing from the manuscripts. Like it's like the first few pages are in awful condition. So
Wonderful.
yeah, so we can only reconstruct like a few names probably in some of these lines. I don't think it's going to be actually no, it is. I think it's going to be worse than what we got in the Gospel of Judas. But I think with the Gospel of Judas, the big issue was what exactly was left out. It seemed like the stuff that was damaged was like, the end of stories or the end of sentences.
Yeah.
So we were always left on a cliffhanger. I feel like at this point we are going to get a cliffhanger, but not like the setup to it. So it's the opposite problem where we get the end of the story, but no setup.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, it's only going to be in like, little lines here and there.
Yes.
Not going to be anything enormous, but either way. Yeah. I also, so we do have to give away a shirt. Now, Chris is currently working on it.
Well, guys, here I can just show you what's up.
Yeah.
The
So
wheel is simply not showing up.
yeah, for some reason the wheel isn't showing up,
This
which
is
we
the
didn't change
stream
anything.
Key and the stream key is identical here.
Interesting.
Show it, goddammit. Yeah, see, it's exactly the same
Yep.
as what's here.
That is interesting. Okay, yeah.
And I didn't change any settings.
Yeah, nothing's even different. Yeah, I'm not sure why it wouldn't be showing up.
Oh,
All right.
it's just not showing up.
That is
The
strange.
wheel is not working, so we cannot
so-
spinny wheelie.
Right,
but-
so we might get
Put a
that.
tire on the priority list?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Lock it or...
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's even working.
No, it's not even like...
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yep.
But like, yeah, it might have to be like a reset kind of thing. But either way, in the meantime, I do have a little story to share.
A story.
Yeah, so we were in my Tibetan Buddhism class today,
Mm-hmm.
and we covered, how they can like make their body temp like go way down, right?
Or up.
Or up, sure, either way.
Yeah.
So the thing is that was
$599.99.
that's an amazing price.
I know.
So we were talking about like the scientific evidence of them doing that, right? Like the guy who went out and tested
Good God,
them
that
actually doing that, like
restart.
while they were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And the name that came up, the actual guy who tested it, I recognized his name from somewhere, but I wasn't sure from where. So I looked him up, and he was the guy that also did the great that prayer study.
Oh.
The one that showed that if people know that you are praying for them, they are less likely to heal
Oh.
because their body is just like essentially like, oh, well, if you're covered, if you
Wow.
know you'll be fine, it just gives up actually fighting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, isn't it? So at least that's the working hypothesis for that. But the results were actively worse if you believe that people were praying for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that made one dude in the class absolutely shocked. And that's because like last year, him and his like his girlfriend's family or something were all praying for like someone in her family who had cancer. So he was like remembering the time that they were all in a room together praying. So now looking back on it, he's like, did we just he feels guilty, like he killed her because it decreased her chances of life. And I'm like, no, this is not like like you didn't do anything. You're not a murderer.
Yeah.
But like that was wild.
Just manslaughter.
Yeah, quite wild.
Just manslaughter.
So I guess we don't have the wheel today.
Yeah, I guess
I
that
don't understand. All the other pop-up stuff.
We can just like randomly say someone, right? It doesn't have to be a wheel. Nothing in it says that there's a wheel. It just says that we have to give away something once a month.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Honor.
We could
what we say.
Does the wheel by itself spin? Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I can just spin it.
Okay.
But you and I will see.
We'll
it, but
be
no one
okay.
else will
Very
see
good.
It. They'll
Very
just
good.
have to like believe us.
Right.
Okay.
And, it's Landon. No.
No,
Yeah,
if it's no shot. Okay.
What if,
I'd
though?
be pretty mad if it was
What
Landon. No offense to Landon.
I
but
guess-
Then we can't even prove ourselves. That's the problem. This is ridiculous. I have no idea why it's not.
okay,
showing
that's
up.
fine. That's fine. We can redo the wheel layer, I guess, later. That's okay.
I have no idea what's
Or we can just do the actual giveaway next week.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like
we'll just do it next time.
Yeah.
We'll try again because something about my computer says get updated. I don't know. Maybe that makes a difference.
Maybe,
It's always
maybe.
something stupid. So
Either way,
Anyways,
let's hop into this book here. So, the two Coptic versions of the Holy Book of the Great Invisible Spirit are copies of independent translations of basically the same Greek text. Both copies are heavily damaged, the one in Codex 4 more than the one in Codex 3. But enough survives in them to be able to reconstruct about 90% of the text. The actual title of the text is preserved as the Holy Book of the Great Invisible Spirit in the subtitle and colophon of Codex 3 and in the initial lines of each copy, although since the late 1940s it has become customary to refer to it inappropriately as the Gospel of the Egyptians. They call it that, I believe, because of its opening lines. A title based on the name given to it at the beginning of the colophon in 3.
great.
Yeah. Seems to... Yeah, so the emphasis on... throughout this, like, instead of always saying the Holy Book of the Great Invisible Spirit, they just say the Holy Book. So... Yeah, the emphasis of the Holy Book seems to lie upon the well-defined ritual of baptism and the invocatory prayers that conclude the work, while the preceding sections seem to provide a mythological justification for them in the form of an elaborate theogony. In the second part, the three advents, Parousiae of Seth, are summarized, namely his descents at the flood, at the conflagration of Sodom and Gomorrah, and at the judgment of the archons to save his seed, that being saints, who have gone astray in the world. A scheme of three descents similar to those in the Illuminator, in the Revelation of Adam. It is on his third descent that Seth is said to descend in a body begotten by the Word, Logos, and prepared for him by the Virgin, probably Barbelo, put on Jesus and defeat the powers of the 13 aeons.
Okay.
So this is going to be a fun one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
An epic battle.
Yeah, so it does also continue on with like the little presentation here of the different ways that the Gnostic Trinity shows up, but it's all different variations on Father, Mother, Child. So the first part of the Holy Book consists of a lengthy theogony, similar to but more complex than that of the Secret Book of John, which we have read, featuring a series of at least 6 interlocking Father, Mother, and Child triads, accounting for the generation of the Supreme Five, Pentad, as well as the self-begotten son, Adamas, Seth, and his seed. Of these, the beings of the 4th, 5th, and 6th triads also form objects of praise in Zostrianus during each of his 5 baptisms in the name of the divine self-generated. So yeah, these are just different plays on Father, Mother, Child, but they essentially make 6 different triads.
Mm-hmm.
A possible 7th triad consists of the couple self-generated logos and Idokla, who produce the race of morally good human beings who, though not descendants of Seth, are guided by truth and justice, unlike the corrupt seed of Cain. So,
Got it.
oh, you did?
You got it?
Yeah, I think some setting changed with page permissions, and I dicked around with it on both ends, and I think, yeah, now there's no disconnect. We can do the wheel.
Oh,
Okay, then
Great.
let's
spinny
do it.
wheelie.
Spinny wheelie.
Yeah, just a sec.
oh my
Oh,
God,
I'm
this
ready,
guy.
I'm ready.
All right.
Here it goes. Say it again. Spinny wheel.
Spinny
Spinny
wheelie.
It's spinning.
Let's see what it lands on.
Wheelie.
Spinning. Who is it?
1 out of 8. Or 1
The
no, 10.
dark gray one?
Dark gray.
Uh,
Oh my God, that is so hard to see. I am unsure. I go back to the other thing. Maybe it's the one that's. Oh wait,
Um,
I am unsure.
who is it?
I am totally unsure. The one that turned into dark gray. Oh, it's Wait, Klaus?
Klaus.
Yeah.
Klaus.
Okay. There you go. That's been a while since he's won a shirt.
Yeah, there you go. You get a shirt.
Wait, so
Yellow
what?
got turned to gray.
Why did the yellow? Oh my God.
Close
Okay.
to green.
Too close to green. I don't understand this. I do not understand this. But okay,
I don't know, man.
fine, whatever.
The wheel worked.
It's
It
a
did.
mystery to me.
Somehow I managed to get it functioning.
Yep. Thank you, Chris.
Sure.
Yep.
Great.
But either way, Klaus, you get a shirt.
Yeah, you just tell us what shirt you want and what size.
Yeah, I'll make sure to message you, Klaus.
You want a small Valentine's.
See, Ryan was
Rod of
helping us in the
God
chat. We
shirt.
didn't even see.
Wow.
Yep. Okay. Let's keep going.
Oh, that's right. That was a thing that happened recently.
What?
Valentine's.
Yeah,
Oh,
So you can get a Valentine's shirt.
You
Sure.
could. We have the Rod of God
We
shirt.
only
We
ever
do.
bring it up like way after Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
we-
We never remember it when it's anywhere near Valentine's Day.
wild. I know.
I don't know why.
Guys, be prepared for next Valentine's Day.
Right. Seriously.
You weren't prepared this year, and look what happened.
Right.
Nothing.
Seriously. No.
Get the shirt, wrap it, stash it under the bed or something, and come back to it next year.
Yes, you will have the perfect gift
Yep.
Wow.
about the Rod of God. The thing that every lady loves. And you know what else ladies love? Gnostic treatises.
Wonderful. Why don't you continue with that Gnostic treatise?
I will. So, let's see. Yeah, good bunch of doxologies end off these books. Apparently, these 5 doxologies serve to celebrate the emergence of beings subsequent to the primal 5. So the emergence of the self-generated Logos, Adamas, Seth, and the 4 luminaries
Oh, Seth's in here.
as one together, and then Seth's seed, and then another. Oh boy! All right, so there's okay, so I swear, I promise, the name here looks like aerosol, but it's definitely not aerosol.
Behold, aerosol.
Erosiel,
Okay.
Erosiel, Selmakel, and the 400 ethereal angels who guard the seed of Seth until his final return. This is gonna be a cool story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it isn't?
I'll be pretty
That'd be
bummed
really
out.
disappointing, right? Yeah.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. The second part begins by mentioning the 3 advents through which Seth passes at the times of the flood, the conflagration, and the final judgment, similar to the 3 descents of the Illuminator mentioned in the Revelation of Adam. The Holy Book sets the tradition of Seth's advents in a baptismal context. Wait, is this just copy? I swear, like we just fucking read this. So both parts of the book start off like that. But then, after a lengthy invocation of a baptismal rite, which includes a multitude of new names, most of which show up in the baptismal sections of Zostrianus alongside the more traditional ones, such as Macaeus, Makar, Mnesinus, Gamaliel, and Samblo. I remember Samblo. And Abraxas and Yesuus Mazareus Yesedekius. The revelation of Adam. Not to mention the self-generated and his companion Adamas, Seth and his companion Jesus, the seed of Seth, and the souls of the children who reside in the fourth luminaries, Harmazel, Orielel, Davieth, and Eleleth, which was in the last book as well, I think, right? Or in one of the previous books. What was Eleleth? I feel like she was in
Eleleth was in the Gospel
of Judas. Yeah. Also in the Secret Book of John. Yeah, which is the 3 forms of the first thought. Yeah. So we're gonna be seeing some stuff that we've seen and some stuff that we haven't.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
well,
right.
Why don't you hand it off to me, and
Don't do it.
I will get us started.
Oh no!
There
with
you
the
go.
Holy Book of the Great Invisible Spirit.
Also known as Hibgus.
Yes. Yes, it is. Well, the thing is, you can't just put down Holy Book. That's so vague.
Right.
That's not going to work. I refuse.
Hibgus.
I refuse to have Holy Book written as the book and chapter title.
No, not at all. No, not possible. The Holy Book of the Great Invisible Spirit. The parent, the Father, whose name cannot be named, who came from the heights of fullness, light of the realms of light.
Okay. See, this is already making more sense than some of that other stuff we've read.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Well, yeah.
So he's from the Pleroma, but he's like that is like the that's the it's the platonic form of everything. Yeah.
Light of the silence of forethought.
Oh, never mind.
And the Father of
but forethought was another
silence.
character. That's right.
Forethought's another character. Yeah. And the Father of silence, light of word and truth. 41.
Wow.
Light of
no,
the
41.
incorruptions. Infinite light. Radiance from the realms of light. Of the unrevealed, undisclosed, unaging, unannounced Father, aeon of aeons, self-generated, self-generating, self-producing, foreign, truly true, eternal realm. That it does say there, truly true, eternal realm.
All right.
There's no note, but yes.
I'm guessing it's an emphasis on it being true.
Yeah.
And how true it is.
Yeah.
It's truly true.
So this is an introduction to the Father.
Yeah.
Right? All of his little accolades and stuff.
Yeah, he's like the best, the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be.
PhD, MD, JD, DDS,
Wow.
DDiv.
Also, did you get my reference? What that was to? No, you fucking didn't.
No, I didn't.
It's Bret the Hitman Hart, the excellence of execution.
I just pretend to get all of your wrestling references so that the wrestling fans in the audience don't get mad at me. I know all of
probably
our
just me,
audience
honestly.
is wrestling fans. All of them.
I doubt it.
We have a pro wrestling channel on our Discord.
True, yeah.
Does it get used much?
I really just mean one other person, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our audience.
Yep.
You and one other person?
Basically.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, actually, all these are my accounts.
Jeez, bro, that'd be pretty desperate. It's an increasing number. They seem to be talking more.
See
What's
Tomer
going
there?
on?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tomer, just really great ventriloquist acting,
Jeez.
Lawrence.
Yeah. I'm actually incredible.
And absolutely wonderful.
Aaron has no idea.
No idea whatsoever. Yep. Anyways, we're on to 3 heavenly powers coming from the Great Invisible Spirit. 3 powers came forth from the great invisible spirit.
Whoa.
The Father, the Mother, and the child.
Okay, so that's something that came forth from
Yes.
that oneness.
If you remember, there's like the Father who is the Father that's greater than the Pleroma.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes. They came from the living silence of the incorruptible Father, from the silence of the unknown Father.
Boy, okay.
Man, this is like archaic.
Yeah, this is like the Jordan Peterson of ancient works.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. The aeon of Doxomedon came from it, the eternal realm of eternal realms, and the light of each of their powers. Now, Doxomedon might mean Lord of the House or Lord of Glory. It's
Okay.
unclear.
Yeah, glory would make sense.
But we can call it Doxomedon.
Yep.
Master of the house.
The child appeared 4th, the mother 5th, the father 6th. This constitutes a second trinity.
All right. So the first one was like that first generation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the second one.
Yeah. The great invisible spirit was unrecognized, undisclosed among all the powers, glories, and incorruptions.
Oh, okay. So already after that long.
Yeah. In the Gospel of Judas, we covered something similar.
Yeah, and I think even in the Odes of Solomon, there was that thing where like this information was being given to that generation, but like they had no idea.
Mm-hmm. So, from the great invisible spirit came 3 powers. 42.
That's one of the powers?
No,
No.
42.
3 realms of
Yeah.
8 that the Father brings forth from within in silence.
3 realms of 8.
Yes.
So 3
With
Ogdoads.
forethought, the Mother, Father, and child. Yes, 3 realms of 8 that the Father brings forth from within.
Okay.
Yeah, or Ogdoad,
Yeah.
here and below.
Yeah. So yeah, Ogdoad is just like any, or like there's a few others like in Aeneid
Mm-hmm.
and Ogdoad, and then there's like a trinity, right? There's like any number of gods can be just like put together as like some kind of working group or a council or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just name it based on how many there are.
Yeah.
And it gets kind of dumb, but I get why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Like when you go to like when you look through like all Egyptian literature, you have everything ranging from one god to like potentially like dozens, all acting as like one, or like for one place
Yeah.
for different reasons, but still like they're all kind of working together. So yeah, we get the whole span.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now the first realm of 8, for whose sake the child that is 3 times male came forth. Thought, word, incorruptibility, life eternal, will, mind, foreknowledge, the androgynous Father.
All right.
Okay.
This is the first realm of 8. The second power or realm
See
of
those.
8.
See the thing is, those sound like they're just different titles,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it looks like
Yeah, this is the first power.
right. But it says
the powers are entities.
right. But also is the first realm of it.
Yeah, and then in the second one, it says the second power or realm of 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so these are the same.
They're
Gotcha,
the same
never mind.
thing.
Okay.
Cool.
The mother, the virgin Barbelo, Epititikak,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mememenayamen,
Yes.
who is over heaven, Carb Adonai, the inexplicable power, the ineffable mother. She shone and appeared and took pleasure in the Father of the silence, or of the silent silence, rather. Yeah, so Adonai, Adon, Or, yeah, it's inserted from the Codex 4 version.
Okay, gotcha.
The third power or realm of 8, the child of the silent silence, the crown of the silent silence, the glory of the Father, the virtue of the 43.
The virtue of the, classic. Oh, okay.
From within, the child produces 7 powers of great light, which are the 7 vowels, and the word completes them.
The 7 vowels.
No.
Yes.
This? I don't think this is where it lists all the.
I just did all the
literally-
vowels, though. Did you
Is
hear
it?
them?
It's literally voices.
Oh, okay.
7 voices, but it could be vowels here. These are the 3 powers or 3 realms of 8 that the Father brought forth from within through forethought. He produced them there.
Okay.
And now I'm going to hand it off to you for
Is
a
this
very entertaining chapter.
is this what
that
I think it
starts-
is? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was.
43, 44?
No.
We're not there yet. This is the next section.
What happened? We're just going to hand off reading between sections now?
Well, because the thing is,
I'm
these
screwing with you. I don't care.
I know. Okay. So this is the realm of Doxomedon.
Yes.
So Doxomedon appeared, the eternal realm of eternal realms, with thrones in it, powers around it, and glories and incorruptions. The Father of the great light who came forth in silence is the great realm of Doxomedon. So I guess this this section is supposed to, because it sounds like this is the highest god, right? But wasn't Doxomedon like one of the first created things from before, right? Or was it? Yeah, the Aeon of Doxomedon came from it. Yeah, so it's not the highest.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's either way.
It's just one of the aeons in it.
Okay, so this is one of the. Yes, but it's okay. So either way, this is the eternal realm. So this is I'm guessing is they're splitting up reality into multiple pieces, where different modes of expressing reality are just represented as aeons. So this is eternity, maybe. I don't know.
Or there's like layers.
Yeah, maybe it's layered.
realms.
I mean, that's what it looks like in the imagery above.
Well, yeah, I know. That's
that.
that's the picture.
It's a picture.
You know how few pictures there are of anything relating to like Gnostic thought?
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, right?
Y is a vowel and sometimes W.
Sometimes W.
Yep.
We need to get more like classical paintings of Yahweh with tits.
Yeah, right? Whatever happened to all those?
How do you explain the fact the Quran's the only book in history
Mhm.
out of the millions of books written, which people are able to memorize from start to finish, even non-Arab kids as young as 8?
Is it the fact that it's the only one you're able to memorize, or the only one that people have ever cared to memorize? And even then, I'm pretty sure other books have also been
And they're-
memorized
Yeah,
by
I
other
memorized the
traditions.
little old man who couldn't read.
You
I
know,
can still
it-
tell you it now.
It used to be the case in classical Chinese tradition that when you would study a book, you would literally memorize the whole thing. You know, you would like be able to quote any given section of Lao Tzu off.
Oh, didn't
Very
know that.
few people were educated,
Sure, yeah.
but that was like what the corpus was like. It's what the practice was like, at least.
Right. Didn't know that.
No.
Either way, it has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
So I don't
So
know why
said,
that
like,
matters.
Children's books, I remember those perfectly. Like C dot run run. There, that was the whole book.
Yeah, either way, even if that was the case, it wouldn't matter. So, how about I get back to this though? So, either way, this is the great light, the realm of realms, all that stuff, in which the triple male child rests. The throne of its glory was established in it, and the undisclosed name is inscribed on it, on the tablet. The undisclosed name. Where have we heard that one before? I could swear we've heard it before, like this hidden name motif.
Yeah, that was earlier on in this.
No. It was like we've read this in other books.
It might.
Remember, it had something to do with like, I think it had something to do with having power over people, right?
Yeah.
Because if you knew like the actual name, you could do like the whole
It was
spellcasting
a little bit
thing.
of a thing in the previous book that we read, Gospel of Judas.
I could swear it was even earlier than that.
It was probably in several things.
It was probably in several. Oh, you know what? Because this is so similar to stuff like what was it? To stuff like the gospel or the secret book of John, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was in that. Maybe it was in On the Origins of the World, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in some other Gnostic literature. But either way,
they're all boring together now that we've done 30 of them.
right? Yeah. But this one, hey, you know what?
So far, it's solid. Actually, there's no textual break crap.
Well, there was kind of.
It wasn't as bad as, and
Right. True.
20 lines missing.
But speaking of that, there is a textual break here. Yeah, but either way, the throne of its glory was established in it, and the undisclosed name is inscribed on it, on the tablet. And we also have to remember those heavenly tablets.
Mm-hmm.
The ones were they in Second Enoch?
They were in several works.
No, I know, but remember the ones that.
Yes.
Yeah, the ones that were like being written at the time, like one of
Yes.
life, one of death, and yeah. So. Continuing on here, the Word, the Father of the light of the all, who came from silence and rests in silence, and now we're on to 44, whose name is an invisible symbol, a hidden, invisible mystery came forth. I don't know if I'm gonna call this one.
Lawrence?
Yeah?
You're not going to believe me, but there's an invisible mystery right above you right now.
Oh my God.
That's right.
You know, that thing that's right above me right now,
Invisible mystery.
really mysterious
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
that I can't see it.
Yep. Mysterious invisible thing. Look at it.
Right.
It's wild.
That is crazy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Continuing on here. So now, how am I going to do this? Do I want to do it the same way you did, or a different way, or should I list off every letter by itself? It's a big list of vowels, and they just kind of continue on for a little bit. Yeah. So there's like I.
Uh-huh. You say it like
for a
this.
while.
I.
Well, they're all like one after another.
Yeah, you just really draw out your eye.
Oh, yeah.
Books
in the Bible compared to the Quran doesn't have different books. It just has different surahs, and they're like separate teachings or proclamations, or they're basically poems in many ways, except you can't say that it's not poetry.
No, they're scribed.
The thing is, I don't try to memorize books. I don't need to because I have the book. In a more oral culture, there would be a much bigger reason for doing that.
Well, you can see the memorization thing.
It's ridiculous to say that, like, oh well, could you imagine doing this? No, because I don't fucking need to.
Well,
I can imagine
for cultures that do need to.
I can imagine
they need to,
previous
and I can imagine them doing it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Previous generations definitively did memorize way more through oral traditions.
Yeah.
And they had way more than 700 pages of text in many cases when it came to the history of an entire culture being passed from generation to generation. So
it literally
surprise.
doesn't matter.
Yep,
it
no
literally
surprise.
does not matter.
Yeah,
if someone continues to try to memorize it, good for them. It does nothing.
Yeah.
It does nothing about its veracity.
Nope, not a miraculous thing. Thanks, Kay. Moving on.
Right. So now onto the second.
The Quran is much, much shorter than the Old Testament. It's like dramatically shorter than the Old Testament. It's like a fifth the length.
Right,
So
it is very short in comparison.
It's super short, and people have memorized tons of books historically. There's, like, it would be outright incorrect in every way to say that they have not.
Also, this isn't the Quran show, so like, I don't even know why we're talking about this.
The Quran eventually.
Well, yeah, but this is not the show that we do that, is what I'm saying.
I don't know why not. It's basically Apocrypha.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Lol. Moving on.
I mean, it literally copies the life of Adam and Eve.
That is also accurate, yeah.
Mhm.
Although, I mean, in some ways, it does change it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had that conversation
Yeah,
with...
there are differences.
Yeah.
They exist.
On to the next letter, right? E.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Am I the producer for a child's TV show?
This is what
Yes.
it says right there.
It's on the page.
Eh. Ah. I don't even know.
You don't even know what? Come on. What is it?
Another ooh.
Ooh.
Maybe the other one was I don't know.
How about oh this time?
Ooh.
I don't know, but either way. And so the three powers offered praise to the great invisible, unnameable, ineffable Virgin Spirit and the male Virgin.
So their praise is like oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's incredible. All right, next section.
They literally wrote it out. It's like a.
They did, yes, actually. I don't know how well you can see that, if at all.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's absurd.
we did post that on the Discord too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
Continuing on, this next section, and I think we are, we're still in 44 for now. Oh boy, there's a huge. Okay. So there is a note here, before we get into what looks like essentially a time skip. The mystery seems to be in the sequence of the vowels.
Yeah.
Oh.
38 pages of
Must be, actually. So Ieu or Ieu or Yeu is the true name of God, like Yao, according to the Gnostic book of Yeu.
Of course.
Yeah, so epsilon may have the numerical value of 5 and is used later in the text, or conceivably it may represent the Greek word estin, so is, or in other forms of it. So alpha, and I'm guessing this would be omega, are, oh yeah, it says there alpha and omega. Which I'm surprised, by the way, that they didn't use one to start and one to finish it then. They just used one to finish it. The first and last letter of the Greek alphabet, if epsilon means is, then the vowel series may read AU is alpha and omega. Here, each of the vowels is written 22 times. There are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. All right, then. So that might be related then. So there's maybe something there. So I don't know. It's a tough call. It's a tough call because this book's so weird. But either way, next section. And as of right now, we are. Oh.
Are we on 45?
No.
Oh.
No, you'll see why.
Okay.
So this next section is called Yoel, Christ, and Esapek. They asked for power. A silence of living silence appeared. Glories and incorruptions in the eternal realms. Aeons, myriads in addition. Triple male beings. Triple male offspring. Male generations.
Okay.
Glories of the Father. Glories of the great Christ and the male offspring. The generations filled the great realm of Doxomedon with the power of the word of all the fullness. So, is this like
dude, bro,
Well, no,
heaven.
so all the beings, I guess the primordial state for them might be, is it triple male? Is that the most primordial state? Is that what it sounds like?
I guess triple male.
No, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I know we've had it pop up before.
Yes, it means triple male.
Okay, doesn't mean 3 dicks. All right, like what is that?
6 balls.
Like is it the male? Is it the nature of maleness 3 times?
Yeah,
I guess.
in wholeness.
Okay, so is it like a devil's triangle?
Okay.
Except I guess it would be more than devils, right? Because there would
the
be
mother father.
right. Yeah.
So this is the
So there would be a father, and then a father, which would just be a son,
father aspect of the mother father, and then the son,
which is
triple
also
male.
okay. Yeah. All right. I guess that makes sense. Kind of.
I mean, when we're like
by
breaking
language.
things down, yeah, by language,
As
That's
much
the
as it can.
best. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I suppose, yes, these generations are filled with the realm of Doxomedon, with the power of the word of all the fullness. The triple male child, the great Christ, whom the great invisible spirit had anointed, and whose power is called Einon. Is that supposed to be Aeon? Yeah, on Einon, perhaps cross-reference the site named Einon in John 3:23, and on the Madaba Mosaic map, or Einon may be Greek for praise. Oh, in the accusative.
Okay.
Or fearful or dreadful. So I don't know why he'd be called fearful or dreadful. Praise sounds like maybe a praised one. Or whose power is praise would work. Offered praise to the great invisible spirit. And you know what, considering kind of the Platonic philosophy that we're working with, it being praise seems the most likely.
Yes.
Yeah. Offered praise to the great invisible spirit and the male virgin Yoel, and the silence of silent silence, and the majesty. Big textual break. And by big textual break, I mean, I would like you to guess what section we have just jumped to.
47.
55.
I want you guess.
47.
Okay, well, the answer is 55.
Oh, whoa. We go to the end of the game today?
we're almost there.
What? Okay.
Right. You know what, Tomer? Okay, I'll get to it. I got a bunch of other languages I got to learn first, right? I got to learn Hebrew. I got to learn Arabic. That's still on the list.
Not your modern Hebrew either. That's useless.
Right. Yeah. No one speaks that anymore. You can
actually communicate with people that Lawrence doesn't want to communicate with anyone.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Languages.
I don't want to speak to people. So I got to learn ancient Hebrew. I think they're actually already kind of like learning Quranic Arabic, like in the Arabic world naturally. Mm-hmm. In fact, there are like TV shows that are produced in like Quranic Arabic. So like,
there's only one Arabic.
Whatever. So they're like producing TV shows that are produced in Quranic Arabic. So kids are growing up speaking Quranic Arabic. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, there's like this joke. I feel like I've said it before on the show. I don't remember the Arabic phrase, but whenever someone quotes something from the Quran, it's like traditional to say like, praise be to Allah or something like that. And then like some other stuff after it. So the joke is whenever like a kid is speaking like Quranic Arabic about like something random, they say praise be to Allah because they said it in like the most proper posh way, essentially. Mm-hmm. Like if they're speaking like the King's English or something, we go like, oh, like what the fuck is this child doing? Mm-hmm. So it's like that, but it's quite funny.
Verily,
let's see what else.
Unto you.
Right. If a kid started saying that, we'd be like, what the fuck? Shut up, child.
You would?
I would.
That's what you would say to the child.
Yeah, shut up, child.
Shut up. Child.
Get wrecked. Mm-hmm. And let's see what else is on the list. Coptic. Yeah, sure. Why not? Coptic might be fun.
You also have to learn The Babylonian stuff.
Oh, yeah, something maybe. At least one of them.
Ugaritic.
Ugaritic would be an option.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I really want to
Neo-Assyrian.
get if I really want to get crazy, I could go like Edomite or some shit.
Wow.
You should create a new cuneiform language.
Right, yeah. And then there is the. Let's see what else. I wanted to learn
Oh my God,
like
is this
Ge'ez.
like the Muslim version of Wesley?
Oh, maybe, but it doesn't really matter. This person's not listening anyways. Let's just ignore them. So let's see what else I have to have on the table. Ge'ez for the Ethiopian church language.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like that would help me learn Amharic, which textually is a very cool language.
Mhm.
The way that they create their actual syllables is really cool because they have like a base letter, but then the modification on that base letter is actually how they like attach the vowel to it.
And then maybe someday you'll have a good enough understanding of all these things
To speak to a person.
to be able to know about the religious traditions of one small part of
maybe.
the world map.
One day.
One very small part of the world map.
Right, but I'll know a lot about that one small part.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So now I'm going to continue on with 55. So after that huge textual break, we get some words: ineffable, unspeakable, unanswered, uninterrupted, the first to appear, unannounced, wonderful. Now we're on to 56.
Oh, wonderful.
Right, isn't it?
Sick.
Wonderful, unspeakable, who has all the majesties, who has all the majesties of majesty of the silence of silence there. And between a good chunk of those were a lot of textual breaks.
Great.
Wow.
I spared everyone by not saying them. The triple male child offered praise and asked for power from the great invisible virgin spirit. There appeared in that place textual break, who beholds glories, textual break, treasures, textual break, invisible mysteries, textual break, of silence, textual break,
Gosh.
the male virgin Yoel. The child of the child Espec appeared. So it was completed. The Father, the Mother, the Child, the 5 seals, on the 5 seals, let's see here and below, cross-reference the baptismal reference in the secret book of John.
Just imagine like 3 random seals there.
No, it has to be 5.
Oh, 5. Fine.
Yeah, so there are the 5 seals plus the other 3. And then
that's the Ogdoad.
And then we also have the invisible power is listed by itself.
Okay.
Right. So maybe are they all together supposed to be the invisible power?
I guess.
Maybe.
It's
Oh, no, sorry. It continues. It's just very weirdly formatted here. The invisible power, who is the great Christ of all those who are incorruptible, which, was he listed in the beginning as like the one that was supposed to give everything to this generation, or was that a different one? It was like near the beginning.
The great Christ.
Yeah, because remember, like after they introduced everyone, like they did the whole "everyone is here" screen. They listed that like the generation didn't listen, but someone sent everything to them. Man, I have to go back and essentially reread because some of this stuff is like the weirdest genealogy.
Yeah, well, a lot of it's broken.
Also,
too.
yes.
It's fragmentary.
Yeah, there's a lot of silences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
A lot of silence. Not a lot of great Christ, though. I didn't hear that or see that before.
right. Yeah. But this is the great Christ. Where the hell was I? Right. Of all those who are incorruptible, textual break. Holy, textual break. The end. We're on to 57, by the way. Yeah. Textual break. The end. Textual break. Incorruptible. Textual break. Our powers, glories, and incorruptions. Textual break. Came forth. Textual break. This one offered praise to the undisclosed hidden mystery. Textual break. Hidden. Textual break. In. Textual break. The external realms. Man, there's a whole bunch of breaks here, man. I'm sorry. I can't do much about that. There's just a lot of textual breaks. I not anymore, please. It's already broken enough.
That's terrible.
Well, this was a book at one point.
It was, certainly, I'm sure. I'm sure it contained information. The external realms, textual break, thrones, textual break, and each one, textual break, myriads of powers without number around them. Now we're on to 58. Without power around them, glories and incorruptions, textual break. And they, I know, and a voice break. Isn't that great?
Yes.
And they, textual break, the Father, the Mother, and the Child, and all the fullness already mentioned, and the 5 seals, and the mystery of mysteries. It's interesting. So now they have mystery of mysteries being, is this supposed to be synonymous? Actually, you know, it's hard to tell. With how
Probably.
broken everything is, is it supposed to be identical with the Great Christ?
I think so.
Okay. It may or may not be, because it's broken.
Yeah.
Need textual healing. Okay.
Yeah, so it's so incredibly broken. Holy shit.
Yeah, seriously. Like, they said 90%, and maybe it is
like 90%.
Maybe it seems like the rest of it is a little bit better.
Yeah,
like, actually quite a lot better.
It was fine until we got to
50
when it wasn't.
Jumped over. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like we actually do have most of it, right? Because, like, only the beginning is the most broken part.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing how we found it today.
Well, we're going to find it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Good start.
Yeah. Let's just finish up this
break.
This textual break. They appeared, textual break, who is over, textual break, and the eternal realms, in truth, truly, textual break. Right, yeah. The textual breaks virgins too. You know what? They might be. They might be. No, they've been corrupted.
Wow. Yeah. They are.
So they can't be virgins.
They're essentially corrupted.
Yes.
That's what they are.
They are. Yeah. Sorry.
As textual breaks, they are corruption themselves.
Yep. As one does. Let's continue on here. Eternal, textual break, and the eternal realms, forever in truth, truly. There is no textual break, but that is the end of the reading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
right.
Technically, 58 does continue a little bit, but it's the next section.
Yeah. So we'll leave that.
We should have a game of Apocryphal Mad Libs. That sounds fun.
Apocryphal Mad Libs. Yeah, that could be fun.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this going to turn out just like that other thing where we wanted people to write the end
it's
of...
never going to work.
What was the book again? Ahikar?
Ahikar.
Yeah. We wanted people to write the end of Ahikar because we
even have a fan fiction channel in our
Seriously?
Discord server where you can write your Ahikar fan fiction.
Right. Here, you know what? Here's the thing. Muslim guy that popped into chat that just is apparently missing the point of everything the show's about. You know what you should do? You should go into our Discord and post a fan fiction version of the story of Ahikar where he becomes a Muslim. I'd read that.
Yeah.
I'd totally read that. Wouldn't you?
I would read Muslim Ahikar fan fiction.
Yeah, do that. Great idea. Love it. All right. So there's really not much more to cover on this. There's a weird genealogy and those are our main characters, essentially.
Lawrence, can you imagine bowing and praying 5 times a day?
I mean,
day?
I can imagine it, but I would rather not.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, I like having full autonomy of my time. And
I don't think I
religion, I
can
just don't got
imagine
time
it.
for it. This is it. This is my religion time right now.
Yeah.
For how long we've been
Muslim
doing this, we're pretty
apologia.
religious.
Yeah, right. We've been doing this religiously for quite a long time.
Yeah.
we got the joke before you did, chat. Yeah.
The Quran is full of some wild shit,
Yeah, every holy book is.
but we'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing in this show.
Yeah, we're covering apocryphal stuff.
Yeah, we're covering.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually ridiculous.
And whoa, because W is a vowel.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes. Anyways,
thank you for playing the wheel and watching.
yeah, that's right. So let's if someone's able to get that thing like something like that together, some apocryphal Mad Libs, we could set something. We could try sending something up like that.
It'd be neat with this video because there's so many insert here.
Yeah, we could honestly like just go like over this book and just like do Mad Libs with this book. Yeah,
That'd be funny.
yeah.
You mean with all of Nakamati?
Isn't
All
April
of
coming
Nakamati.
up, right? Yeah, we got April Fools. We could maybe be able to do something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that'd be fun. Yeah, it's a good idea.
All right, anyway.
I need an adjective. Somebody give me an adjective.
Crypto.
That's technically you could use it adjectively.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Adjective. Sharp.
Sharp.
Excellent. Well, it's a
So
sharp, sharp, incorruptible.
Sharp, incorruptible.
That's not great.
So holy sharp.
Incorruptible.
Incorruptible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way. Yep. That's the whole thing for today. We're going to continue with looks like divine emanation tomorrow, and it actually looks like we're going to be on the. Well, we did technically start the next track, but I'm going to be continuing on with book 4 next week. That's what we're going to be doing.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
No.
yep. See ya.
Yep. Well, we'll join the Discord, do all the Patreon stuff, and all that.
Yep.
Thanks. Thanks
We'll
for joining us.
catch you later.